and smell it. It's weird. Okay. Sorry.
Okay, this is our first infusion. Please look at. Very beautiful golden color. This tea, let's. This is amazing sweet. Amazing sweet, sweet, flowery aroma. It's a highly aromatic tea, very, very fragrant. Very this tea and then besides when we this okay sweet flowery fragrance let's let me say more to yeah to say this kind of a sweet this kind of sweet flowery uh, when you yeah because the words are very limited. This tea was made in 2019. Now when you smell it, this tea already has a very pleasant uh, nectar honey fragrance from aged especially for the high grade aged wine tea in our previous live stream, 2-3 days, on Thursday, 2 days before, I shared premium Chinese shampoo with you. That I described that with a sweet flowery fragrance. However, I want to tell you that, because the words are very limited, and when we mention a tea, like this tea, has a flowery, sweet fragrance. It's not the same at all. It's not the same. It's just the words are very, very limited to explain it. The fragrance is so sweet. Or dominant, we call it aged aroma and the nectar flavor. Now let me try. This is our first infusion. This tea, when you try it, you will be surprised by this sweet, fruity flavor. When you drink it, just like you are put some fresh peach juicy inside the tea. But I can assure you that 100% natural. After drinking a foot of flavors, sweet, fruity flavors inside it. This tea is great. Wonderful. So final questions? If you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comment. This is our first infusion. It's very mellow, very gentle with a silky tissue. After 6 years aging process now, when you try this tea already has, in general for white tea over 4-5 years, the white tea will start to have aged aroma and flavor. If you are interested in tea, please go to check out tea shop link in our bio. Really, it tastes so delicious, really delicious. So final questions about this tea. If you're interested in this tea, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. This tea has a great sweet freshness, just like peach, just like a peach juice. When you try it, when you drink it, you're surprised. But we 100% assure you that this tea is a pure tea without adding any extra flavor, any artificial addictions like such as scent or scent, flavor, color. Okay, 100% pure and healthy tea. Now let me try the second infusion. For the fragrance left on the bottom of this fragrance. Hello. give you a second. 10-15 seconds. This tea this is the second version of this weekend. Wow, how wonderful tea. If you often dry live stream, you may notice something that it seems like most for a large portion of justice, the tea soup is like this golden, bright, clear. Yes. Hello, Grazina. Hello, welcome to the live stream. Look at this. Even you don't now you don't have the tea with you. So now just looking this really inspires you, triggers you to try. Physically so beautiful. This is a pleasure in the morning. Local time now is 11 p.m. Sorry, 11 a.m. It's such a great pleasure to drink this cup of tea like this in the morning. Today, time 7 minutes, it is still late minutes and so comes definitely. White tea used to be used on the white tea we are sharing today. For age, the white tea used to be used as herb medicine in China to cure some minor symptoms like sore throat, or when you almost have a cold. The local people, fooding people, they have a tradition to boil some aged tea to drink before you almost catch a cold, you have a sore throat actually. And this tea nowadays, with a lot of medical scientific research done in the laboratory, it is proof that this tea has aged white tea, especially aged white tea, has a great anti-inflammation, especially for the winter, autumn time. This tea I highly recommend. It not only tastes wonderful, smells wonderful, but also it's very healthy for your body as well. This is our second impression as well. So wonderful when you open the cover of this kind of one. There's such intense, sweet, flowery fragrance and overflowing, coming with aged and woody fragrance. This tea was made in 2019, so it has been aged over 6 years. For the moment, this tea, if you 6-7 years aged tea, for me personally, this is my now, because this tea, this tea after 6 years aging process, this tea already has created a very complex fragrance profile. Why? Because now this tea still remains the refreshing, elegant, flowery fragrance like new tea, new white tea. And as this tea, after 6 year aging process, this tea also starts to have some aged fragrances, or aged woody fragrance. It smells like mild woody aroma. It's very pleasant. This tea, and even you are Chinese tea beginners time to discover this tea, this first time to degustate this tea, I believe you will fall in love with this tea. I highly recommend. Highly recommend. Tastes mellow, very round, very round. The mouthfeel is excellent. That this tea compared with this tea is a very mild. This tea has very mild, gentle flavor, gentle, mild, rich flavor in the mouthfeel. Unlike in our previous lecture, I shared a Chinese premium raw pour. Compared with raw pour, this tea is very mild, it's very gentle. Even you are new Chinese tea beginner, this tea you will love it. You will love it. Wow, after drinking it, this kind of after drinking, after swallowing, you will feel that like your throat as it's an aged tea now. It's so after 6 aging process, so the tea texture is so smooth. When you after swallowing it, you feel like your throat is touching by the silk. Very comfortable. I strongly recommend to you this tea during autumn and during winter. You will feel that there's that it's very gentle, very soft. You will love this tea. Because with not there's some clients. Our clients, some that they never try. They before they our clients, they never try any Chinese teas. They just fascinated by Chinese tea ceremony by our videos, and as they never drink any Chinese tea yet. The first question they will say, what kind of tea I should start. I always say, hey, I love your tea. Hello, thank you. Welcome to our live stream. Today we are sharing this 6 years Chinese premium white tea, foodie white tea. White tea is always is one of my priority to introduce to my clients for Chinese tea beginners. Why? For a few reasons. First of all, it's very healthy tea, very healthy, very mild, gentle. Especially for the winter. Especially, if you often follow our live stream, you will notice something about my introduction of teas. For certain seasons, I will recommend you more this kind of tea, like in autumn. I know it's the autumn is a dry and it's a dry season. According to Chinese medicine, we believe, as I mentioned, aged white, especially aged white tea. There's a famous quote to describe the value of the aged tea. 1 year tea, 3 year medicine, 7 year tradition. We believe, according to Chinese medicine, we believe aged white tea can help relieve the dryness of the very tasty. Tasty, fragrant, soft, gentle. It's a great choice to start your Chinese tea journey with the white tea. Moreover, for white tea is very, we'll say, it's very cozy tea. White tea, especially for the premium white teas we are selling we are selling in our tea shop. Even you are new to Chinese teas and you don't have so much brewing skills, white tea. Don't worry, you will bring the white tea. This white tea, with any way you deal with, it always takes a soury taste, fragrance. If I'm interested in this white tea, 6 years white tea, I would like to share. I'm sharing in our live stream today. Please go to check out the show link in our bio. I'm gonna finish this our second infusion. This tea can be brewed over 8-9 times. Highly rested. It tastes so sweet. Without adding any sugar, it's already tastes sweet, very sweet, and mellow. I like sugar in my tea, but not too much. I still like green herbs and taste. This tea, for this tea, where is you from? Because I see your name. I cannot. Where is you from? This tea, naturally, okay. This tea, when you fall in love with Chinese tea, when you start to drink Chinese tea, you will never, because for Chinese tea, especially for Chinese Gongfu Cha, you see, entire our tea ceremony, you didn't see me add anything, any sugar, any other flour. Chinese purity, especially premium Chinese purity, I can say you don't need to add any extra sugar. Basically, like this tea, basically has a natural sweetness, and this unlike you may say if you say so, what's the difference if I add sugar? First of all, in the morning, especially in the morning, eating some sugar is not so healthy for your body. The sugar, the sweetness you take, you feel you feel from you taste from the tea. It's let's say it's not sugar you add. Okay, we call sweetness because tea like this tea is made from high grade tea buds and tea leaves. And for the tea buds, when you receive tea, you see those tea buds, they're covered with thick tea hair, tea hair. Very lovely. It looks very fluffy, and this is a resource of sweetness, freshness of this tea. When you try the tea, after drinking the tea, believe me, once you try good tea, premium tea, the tea will directly react with your body, and you will feel. This is not. I'm not saying to persuade you to buy our teas. Not because since 5,000 years, tea tea in Chinese history. From the first time we discovered tea was used as a herb medicine. You can imagine herb medicine. How could we add something the medicine, right? Add the sugar, and for teas, for premium Chinese teas has a great balanced flavor and taste. If you never tried any Chinese teas, you can start with this one, and I have a great evidence you'll love it, and you will just abandon probably the way you used to drink, and you add some sugar because a little bit of yes, okay, but you can imagine morning consumption of sugar is not so healthy. Tea saved my life once. Hello, Larry. Welcome to the live stream. If you get confused about anything about the Chinese teas, in our live stream we only focus on Chinese teas. If you have any questions, please feel free to share your comment. Now let's continue our third infusion, and you see for our Chinese teas, in general they are very rest. Like this one can be brewed like 8-9 times. This is our second infusion. This aged white tea strongly recommend to you, especially for autumn and winter. This tea nowadays, with a lot of medical scientific research done in laboratory, it's proof that aged white tea has a great anti-inflammation, anti-aging, antioxidant effects on our body. It's so fragrant, fully aromatic. Do you know, sister? Yeah, she's a tea grower. Tea grower. There in China. Tea grower. What do you mean tea grower? Tea seller? I don't know. Tastes simply sweet, flavored, mellow, gentle, without any unpleasant extra bitterness. Now we can do this is our third infusion. Ten to 15 seconds. I don't really know how I'm living. Yeah, I never sister AI. She's a Chinese. Is she Chinese? This is our third infusion. Let's look at this tea. Please look at. Look at this beautiful clear. Looks like a yellow crystal. It's so clear. She's from mountain. after 6 years aging process, this tea already formed a very pleasant nectar fragrance. Nectar fragrance here. This sometimes because let me explain. Because with tea is not let's say in English language there's not so existing words to describe tea's flavor and taste. So in the with the limited, sometimes you see will repeat to use those words like flowery aroma, like nectar fragrance. The nectar fragrance, this is like you can imagine it's like a jargon to describe unique sweet aroma only from a certain qualified aged white tea. It smells sweet. Yeah, the style is sweet, like from the perfumery way to say that sweet, smells sweet, fruity, and we describe this kind of fragrance as nectar fragrance. Nectar fragrance is cannot be to be more exact, like it's like what kind of this is a jargon to describe a certain kind of fragrance. If you still for sure with the words you always feel confused about it. The simple way is just to try. Once you try a qualified aroma and the flavoring, and we tell you that this is the when we study Chinese tea sensory tea evaluation, the teas we sold in our shop and often after selected after Chinese tea sensory evaluation, after our evaluation, and this tea once you try this tea you understand what we call sweet aged and the nectar fragrance and aroma and the flavor for aged a high grade white tea, a fruity white tea. I pour red, but I haven't gotten to try pour red. White tea, you will love it. White tea, personally, white tea my first choice, priority to introduce tea to Chinese tea beginners. With my experience so far, often they try white tea, they fall in love with Chinese white teas. 我觉得我们应该住在中国这一路相互认识不是 no exactly. Tea is a great let's say in Chinese culture we discuss like for the business or for anything we often discuss on tea table. Tea is a very tea is very light, very gentle, unlike alcohol or coffee. Tea in general can be accepted by everybody, and besides very mindful, healthy for our body. I really love this sweet, fruity aroma as well. This tea, if you join us later, this tea probably you miss the early part of our introduction of this tea. This is made from precious purple bud species. These purple bud species, we can imagine it's like a mutant variety caused by natural gene mutation due to the climate, geographical environment, season, etc. What's the result for this natural mutation? Okay, this tea, compared with the ordinary tea leaves, this tea contains a lower chlorophyll and a higher anthocyanin. This tea, in general, tastes more mellow and the fragrance is more intense. This is the feature of this white tea. For the raw material, this tea is very precious. Later on, I will show you a video. We call it purple bud speeches. For the germinating new buds and the softer tea leaves, other ordinary tea leaves, they are light green, light yellow. This tea, the tea buds and tea leaves, they have very lovely, beautiful purple color. When in false, I should do with the green and white, not stronger. I was vibrating with the tea. That's good. Tea is very poor tea. Poor tea is very fit to drink for this season, especially for ripe wood. For our previous stream on Thursday, I introduced very high class 生活 raw from Bintan. Let me try it. A sip is full of mellowness, and this tea is made from purple bud speeches. This tea has a very special fruity peach, especially fruity. What we mentioned fruity, not kind of a ripe fruity, but this is fresh fruity peach. This tea has fresh fruity peach flavor, unlike the ripe fruity. That's very different. Ripe fruity technically is more let's say, the ripe, when the fruits get too ripe, it smells like it's this tea, this fresh fruity flavor is more light, it's more fresh, light. For aged white tea, even nowadays, we still use as a herb medicine when you almost have a cold. When you have almost cold, you have a sore throat, especially for autumn, day, night, time different, temperature difference, you may easy to catch a cold and feel uncomfortable. And in this situation, you can bring a hot aged white tea. You will feel much better, and with our experiences, yes, it works very well. Especially when you have a sore throat. After drinking, there's a lingering finish, and lingering aromas left inside your mouth. So, final questions. If you have any questions, please feel free to share in our comments. Now, I continue to boil water to bring our frost. This tea can be brewed over 6 times. Now I show you. this when you receive this tea, you may notice that depend on I for this tea. For this tea, when you receive, you may notice that the tea leaves they are broken. It's very normal. First of all, because the dryness percentage this tea is very high. It is very nice. For aging process, for especially for white tea, aging process must be very well controlled, below 5%. And with the aged white tea, when the tea leaves they are dry, because we need to continue to age it, we must control it below 5%. But 5%, this is the minimum. For the better, for the late, for the better aroma fragrance, better we say the change during the aging process. We will, for good maker, they will control better the dryness. Even they can control 4% for the dryness. As the tea leaves they are very dry, so during aging process, even you don't touch it, they become broken naturally. So when you receive it, you see those broken tea leaves don't get surprise and suspect quality. It's very normal. It's not very normal, especially for this tea. You can make a comparison for this tea because I have this I have this tea. You see that every year, in 2-3 years, and the tea, even you don't move it, just put there, they're broken. They they're broken. They are broken. They are broken. It's a very normal. It's very like the dry tea leaf, like the dry leaves outside. You understand that? It's not because not due to the quality issue. 5% is preferred probably. 5% is minimum. It's the minimum. This is our national minimum. But for our makers, they will call like 4%. 4%. 5% is the minimum. For over 5% for the late aging process, the tea will the tea will not get a good change because for the aging process, aging process is one what you can measure like an extra craftsmanship process for white tea. There's a famous quote to say about this aging feature. The more it ages, the better it comes. Because with this tea in 2 years, 3 years, when it reaches 10 years, it will reach a big stage. This sweet nectar fragrance will become more and more dominant. Now, this tea 6 years for me is great. It's an ideal stage to degustate a white tea. Why? Because the tea still remains a great high flowery oaky aroma, and as after a few years aging process, the tea already starts to have aged and mild woody fragrance. Now, when you try this tea, it's very the fragrance is very mixture, very complex. Complex, this word you cannot use to any kinds of the tea. Chinese tea, it's not about. It doesn't relate with only with quality. Like you will not say a green tea, the fragrance is so complex. Complex. This word we often analyze. As I'm personally, I'm not. I'm introducing a tea. Basically, I'm a professional Chinese tea sommelier, and I've been working in Chinese tea sensory evaluation for years. When I use some words, if you often attend our live stream, you may notice that I use more way to introduce more tend to like when I do the HIC evaluation. So when I choose some words to describe it, unlike some commercial words, I would prefer to use we say jargons, the technical word we often use in our job, because I want to read everything. It's a way to let you easy understand. Now again, for the in for our test evaluation, when we evaluate in my job, the final step we say we still look at to check at the soft tea leaves, because this is one aspect we need to give evaluate, give a score to this tea. Look at this. This tea. Compare with the new. I love that clip was covered with Chinese letters on it. Do you have? Yes. Yeah. Larry, you have a great taste. This one's favorite. My favorite. Fairy cup I often use in our live stream, especially when you bring it with the purity. You will see this one outside of this. I pour some tea. You will see outside hand engraved Chinese characters, Chinese calligraphy, very artistic. When you touch it, you can feel the engraved characters on the fairy cup. This one is hand engraved with Chinese Buddhism, Chinese language version. One of the most famous Buddhist version called Hatsatru. Very beautiful. This one especially when you bring with intense tea soup color like purity, and you see the tea soup. The characters will reflect on the water. Very beautiful. This one personally I like very much. Yeah. This one, yeah, we are still in our tea shop now. Yeah, definitely. This one very beautiful. Now, I forgot. For white tea, this one. Look at this beautiful soft tea leaves. If you are, wow, look at it. Looks very alive. And yeah, as I mentioned, purple buds. Now from the soft tea leaves, probably you see better the colors. Okay. Looks bright, fresh. Now the tea leaves becomes room temperature, around 28 the room temperature, and when you smell it, the fragrance is still very intense. That's right. This tea we recommend to you. When I finish this tea, we will so finding much about this tea. For the late, this is our fourth or fifth. I don't remember. For the late infusions, you can operate to increase the steeping time. Smells awesome. This is fabulous. Yeah, the tea. This is a great, excellent. In our tea shop, we're selling new new white tea, middle aged and very aged. Like it can depends on your needs. You can okay. If I by chance if I'm using because through the through the YouTube channel, you cannot send us a message. You can comment, but you cannot send a private message. By chance, if you get questions you want to ask, you can. I share the title of our account, Instagram account, on the comment, Jiangnan Art. You can, if you want to talk with us, talk with me, and through Instagram channel, Instagram. It will be easier because with the YouTube, the function of the YouTube is a little bit limited. You can only comment, but you cannot reach us out. Okay. Simply, if any questions, you can ask email. Okay. This is our fourth or fifth. Remember. For this tea soup, even for the 8th, 10th infusion, the color still remains almost the same. Still very blue, bright, golden, clear. Pleasurable. This tea is complex, aged, woody aroma and sweet nectar fragrance, refreshing, elegant, flowery, oaky aroma. It's complex aroma. It's complex aromas. Okay. So, final questions about this this white tea. Wow. So after 6 years aging person, now this tea, it's really the texture is so smooth. Drinking when after swallowing and like your throat is touching by the silk is so silky, so smooth. You are doing very well in English skill, but then you will be mastered. Now need to learn. Thank you, Larry. Thank you. Okay. Chinese, yeah, the studying Chinese will help you to understand better tea because it's true that there is some tea jargons doesn't exist in English language, and especially when we introduce a specific flavor to you guys, it's difficult. It's also my one of my plans is trying to because I've been working in Chinese sensory tea evaluation, and in the future I also would like to do some Chinese sensory evaluation class for professionals and for the teachers. And we're trying to for specific words to do some to find some better translation, because sometimes by using the wrong words, maybe will cause some huge misunderstanding. Okay, so any questions about this tea? If you don't have any further questions, we'll move to our Chinese tea section. If you are interested in this age 6 years age, the white tea, 贡梅 white tea, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. I'll come back in a few seconds and I'll play a video of this special purple bud speeches. It's very interesting because purple bud speeches, you can imagine, is a natural mutant variety. It's not. Now we can do it purpose, but this one on the raw material, the tea, those fresh tea leaves, they are from a natural mutant variety purple bud tea trees. I will show you.
我们在这一片褐开的古茶园当中发现了有一棵别的茶树长得不大一样，是不是？它是变紫色了的。为什么会有紫色的茶树呢？那么其实这就是我们常常听说的紫芽。紫芽是怎么来的？茶树呢喜欢阳光，但是它不喜欢直射光，它喜欢漫射光。非常强的阳光呢，其实就会导致茶叶的叶面花青素含量非常的高，花青素堆积在叶面，它就会呈紫色。紫芽其实就是天然变异的一种品种，而且它属于单株变异。什么叫单株变异呢？是我们会发现这一棵树当中，实际上只有特别向阳的这一面变紫，其实后面这一片其实它还是绿色的。当中发现了有一棵跟别的茶树长得不大一样，是不是？它是变紫色了的。为什么会有紫色的茶树？那么其实这就是我们常常听说的紫芽。紫芽是怎么来的？茶树呢喜欢阳光，但是它不喜欢直射光，它喜欢漫射光。那么非常强的阳光呢，其实就会导致茶叶的叶面花青素含量非常的高，花青素堆积在叶面，它就会呈紫色。紫芽其实就是天然变异的一种品种，而且它属于单株变异。什么叫单株变异呢？就是我们会发现这一棵树当中，实际上只有特别向阳的这一面变紫了，其实后片其实它还是绿色的。当中发现了有一棵跟别的茶树长得不大一样，是不是？它是变紫色了的。为什么会有紫色的茶树呢？那么其实这我们常常听说的紫芽。紫芽是怎么来的？茶树呢喜欢阳光，但是它不喜欢直射光，它喜欢漫射光。那么非常强的阳光呢，其实就会导致叶的叶面花青素含量非常的高，花青素堆积在叶面，它就会呈紫色。紫芽其实就是天然变异的一种品种，而且属于单株变异。什么叫单株变异呢？就是我们会发现这一棵树当中，实际上只有特别向阳的这一面变紫了，其实后面这一片其实它还是绿色的。当中发现了有一棵跟别的茶树长得不大一样，是不是？它是变紫色了的。为什么会有紫色的茶树呢？那么其实这就是我们常常听说的紫芽。紫芽是怎么来的？茶树呢喜欢阳光，但是它不喜欢直射光，喜欢漫射光。那么非常强的阳光呢，其实就会导致茶叶的叶面花青素含量非常的高，花青素堆积在叶面，它就会呈紫色。紫芽其实就
This is the fake up. This cup is really very artistic.
Tea trees are special needs light, not too much of it, not direct light, because almost like heat, contraction. Tea trees prefers diffuse light rather than direct. That's true. Wow, this tea. It's a grand pleasure to drink a cup of tea. Now let me introduce the guy one I'm using today. This set is from Chinese, Jingdezhen, 100% handmade and painted. Handmade and painted. Look at details. This one, this one is painted with traditional copper pigment. We call this blue-white porcelain. I believe if you get any chance to some Chinese porcelain treasure exposition, or if you are familiar with the Chinese porcelain auction, blue-white porcelain is always one of the most classical Chinese teawares. Porcelain, and also in the auction prices always reaches very high. This one, it's like a great artwork. It's weird, but you can call this artwork. 100% handmade, hand painted. This in Chinese for Chinese classical paintings, we classify into 3 types: flower and bird, portraits painting, landscape painting, and this one is flower and birds. You can see the details of this painting, these little paintings, painted on a teacup. It's like a small painting. Please look at the bird, details of the bird. Look at this beautiful royal bright blue color. The details of the bird's fur. Outside is fully painted. Look at the details. It's a fabulous artwork. Inside, wow, there's something inside. There's surprise inside. Can you recognize what flower it is? I can tell you that because that's not cherry blossom. A lot of people may think that's a cherry blossom. No. Cherry blossom is not our Chinese traditional flower. For such a classical, high-class Chinese teaware, barely paint other, variant elements like a cherry blossom on our Chinese teawares. This one, you see the branch. Look at this, the branch of this tree. This is in Chinese called meihua, plume flower. Plume flower in Chinese culture signifies has a very high, very high. Plume flower signifies very high class. High class here is referring to the, we Chinese love to paint kinds of flowers, plants on the porcelain or engrave on the architecture and anything. A plume flower as plume flower blossoms in the February and January. Plume flower, 梅花, bamboo pine, we call it three friends in winter because they don't wither. Signifies a strong spirit, strength, and purity actually. Very beautiful details and the shape of the branch. If one day you get a chance to visit China in January, February, you may get a chance to see, especially in the classical Chinese gardens. Once you see them, you understand why Chinese plume flower presents Chinese classical aesthetics as well. Very elegant. This is sky one. The shape of this sky one is very lovely as well. The shape is beautiful, very comfortable for your fingers to hold with your three fingers. A signature from the maker, and this is the cover. Look at this. Very elegant, refined, elegant. If I always say, if you don't know what to just pick a Chinese blue white porcelain. Chinese blue white porcelain can date from Chinese Yuan dynasty about 700 years ago, from 14th century. And you can imagine, during 700 years, our Chinese artisans never stopped to paint blue white porcelain. You can imagine, you can understand what's the position of this craftsmanship position of this blue white porcelain in Chinese porcelain industry for 700 years. 700 years, something can be remain filtered by the history. In the, this is a choice. I always say this is a choice by the history. When you receive it, you will love it. So far for the blue white porcelain, I said all the clients, they have a great positive feedback, especially with the blue color. Blue color is very neutral, ladies and gentlemen. Blue, everybody will not. It's not. It's a very neutral. It's very neutral. Look at details, especially for the details. Classics always remain classic. And look at the details of this little bird. Inside. I say the three friends are bamboo, plume flower. This bird should be Chinese magpie. Should be magpie. Look at details. Really beautiful. This set even in 2-3 years still a classic. It's still a beauty. Look at the details of the painting. Really beautiful. Beside this, blue white porcelain. The previous this one is flowering bird painting. This one is classical portrait. Painting with copper pigment. We call this kind of porcelain as blue white porcelain. Blue white porcelain, personally, is the most representative of Chinese porcelain. The teacup is small. The teacup is not big. This teacup is small. You can see the how skillful it is. Why I can say publicly porcelain from Jingzhezhen. This one is from Jingzhezhen. Which signifies the selling level in porcelain industry, not only in China, around the world as well. Please look at this masterpiece. First of, when we have porcelain in your hands, aspects we need to look at. First of all, glaze, the porcelain itself. Porcelain, look at the color of this porcelain, the glaze, and the painting. Please look at this. This figure. This is a portrait painting. This is a famous. This is a famous, let's say, the deity in Chinese Taoism. Taoism legend. We call Zhonghui. Zhonghui, he is a vanquisher of a ghost monster. He is a deity. Deity can venture of a ghost and a phantom. And you see the details. Look at. You can compare with my. Look at his hand, the details of his hand. Compare it. It's smaller than my scale. Please see the face. Look at the face, the eyes, and the hair. You see, please. It looks so lifelike. Look at details. That's a skill. That's a skill. For painting such portrait, that's details. You recast for this kind of level, which requires at least 2 decades of the painting, classical painting. Really good. The shape of Zhonghui. Now he's holding a sword. Look at details on this spine. This is a masterpiece. Amazingly beautiful. This is Zhonghui. Zhonghui is a very famous figure, as Chinese Taoism deity, a vanquisher of a phantom and ghost. To protect we often hang the painting of portrait of Zhonghui in our house. This is Zhonghui, often holding a sword. Look at this one. If you're interested in anything representing a live stream, please go to check out the shop link in our bio. This one is very beautiful. So funny questions, if you have any questions, please feel free to share your comment, okay? This one. The volume of this cup is a little bit large. It's around 150 ml. You can drink coffee, tea, and whiskey. Very important. Look at details. When you appreciate Chinese painting, especially for the portrait painting, please look at the face of his face. Look at the details of his beard, hair, and eyes, face. this is one very important aspect to see the skill of this painter. Is holding a sword. Zhonghui, in general, Zhonghui always has a serious fierce face, because in Taoism, legend of Taoism, he is deity. He is deity, one creature of ghosts and phantom. Zhonghui, and this one, very fierce. This one is very beautiful. 100% handmade, hand painted. Look at the details. Large beard, fierce eyes, very lifelike. Holding a sword. Very beautiful painting. A jade belly, what we say, belly band. This one you don't use it, you just display in the shelf. It's very beautiful as well. Really, this one for this the value we just don't we just look at with artistic way. For such portrait, I don't know this. I don't know this the painter. I know the maker, but I don't know this painter. This painter, as this teacup is small, so they didn't write the painter, but I know the maker. This one, for such portrait, look at the skill of this portrait. This person, he has been devoted at least 2 decades in the painting. A small teacup like this. In general, the small painting requires more skills. Very, very. Portrait painting is the most difficult in Chinese classical painting, portrait. Yeah. This is Zhonghui. I would love to watch that and make one. This made the artisan. I don't know. Is the in our shop we are selling lot of pieces from what's his name? Yu Hongliang. I know. Yeah, I have his video. I know him, but for this I have to ask because this is old teacups made a few years ago. This is a masterpiece. This one is a masterpiece. Look at, when especially for Chinese tea wear, especially for me, personal, like very much the personal. When I tea wear, I sometimes as a collector, I don't use them too often. I just display like this one. It's very look at. I don't know. You notice something very interesting. This portrait. This is a portrait painting. We call it Xing Tian. This is a legend figure from Shanghai Jing. We call it as the general without face. General without face. his head without a face. Looks a little bit. It's not scary, but very with a great style. His is the face mask. He doesn't. This Xingtian doesn't have a face. If you want to know the history of this figure, you can go to check the item link. This one for this figure pottery painting wear. This one is the most one of the most skillful one in our tea shop. Look at the it's a real masterpiece. Look at the details. Look at the details. Look at the hands, the muscles, the hair. The details are simply perfect. This one, and the shape of this teacup is very beautiful as well. This is Jingdezhen. I always say once you buy something, you get used to Jingdezhen, you will not buy personally from outside Jingdezhen. Not because I'm praised by this place, but that's true. Look at the painting, the details of this mask, the details, and the color, the glaze of this teacup. This is a masterpiece. This is my first time to show this teacup. A new arrival, really. Xingtian. Very interesting in this. Personally, I like very much blue and white person. This is Xingtian. Besides Xingtian, there's a very beautiful blue white person in Thailand. This I don't know. Can you recognize this animal? Auspicious animal. Mythical animal, can you recognize it? I can tell you that's not dragon. Most people, they say it's dragon. No, it's not dragon. Looks like a dragon, but it's not dragon. Dragon, yeah, lovely. It's not dragon. Looks like a dragon. You see the symbol carefully. It's not dragon. It's true. It has a dragon hand.
Kirin. It's Kirin.
Dragon's son. Dragon's son is in Chinese called Kirin. What's the feature of the qilin? In Chinese called qilin. Qilin is we say compound, mythical, auspicious animal. He has a dragon's head, dragon face. It's true. Dragon's head and a deer's body, ox tail, and a horse feet. Looks like horse feet. This one's horse feet. As Kirin is a mythical animal, comes from this heaven. So when you always comes with clouds, lucky clouds. This one is what I highly recommend to you. Traditional, classic, high class, blue white porcelain, 100% hand painted. This one for the just look at the glaze and the painting. This one is a perfect, a very beautiful, a masterpiece. Look at the details. Look at the dragon hair, the dragon head. How lifelike. Hello, really pretty. 156 Kirin. Kirin in Chinese culture signifies luck, fortune, power, actual. Kirin. One single blue white person. This is a key. Gaiwan. This is a small teacup. Look at such a small teacup. This teacup is small. With 670 ml. The small teacup. To plant on such small teacup. This painter is great. He is very skillful. It can tell from the details of this team. This is teacup. Besides teacup, there's a tray. This tray is very beautiful. The tray, even you don't use, you just display.
Life like so beautiful. The details are the spirit. It's a speechless beauty. Very beautiful. Look at details. The dragon head. Dragon head, and the deer body, horse feet, and ox tail. Look at details. Amazing! Wow. Feel like it. This dragon, sorry, this Kirin, just come out from the painting, so lifelike. Wow. Look at this royal bright blue. It's a holding, comes with the key clouds from the heaven. We believe Kirin will bring us a human being, fortune, luck, health, and power. This one you don't even you can use it as a homation at entrance of the house. The entrance house, we Chinese we love to display some round tray with auspicious patterns like dragon, Kirin, phoenix, flower, etc. This one you can match with when it's great. This one, when you, it's very elegant house. Really. White porcelain can date back from 700 years ago. 700 years ago. Okay, wow, so beautiful. Really like it. This.
That's dragon. That's dragon. Qilin's father. It's dragon. Painted with copper pigment. We call it blue white porcelain. However, this one, you may get a little bit confused. Yeah, it looks a little bit intense compared with this color, right? Because as I mentioned, I told you, blue-white person can take from Chinese Yuan dynasty. Yuan dynasty. After Yuan dynasty, there's a Ming blue-white porcelain, Qing dynasty blue-white porcelain. But now it's the most expensive blue-white porcelain sold in auction. The most expensive ones are Ming blue-white porcelain. This one is imitating antique dragon styles, imitating Yuan style. This dragon, imitating, and you notice that this dragon body, there are some dark spots, tin spots. We call it. This is a dragon. We call it as tin spots, but tin dark spots, but it doesn't relate. There's no any relation with the tin at all, because this copper pigment now with with the formula we can adjust the content of iron, this element, and as this is a feature of Yuan style blue-white porcelain, a lot dark tin spots. This is the way we call it. This one, look at the details of the dragon's head. Even you can see how many teeth of this dragon has. The details, the dragon skull. You can, when you touch it, you can also feel the texture of this copper pigment. The texture. Wow, the dragon. So beautiful. 3 claws. This is a guy. 120 now. This is a dragon. This is teacup. This teacup, you can drink tea, drink coffee, whiskey. This dragon, 120 ml. Please look at the details of the dragon. When you receive it, you will surprise. And I bet you never get any person like this. Masterpiece. Especially when you expose it under light, under sunlight. Those dark tin spots will shine. So finding questions, if you have any questions, you are confused about anything I'm talking, showing, please feel free to share or comment. If you're interested in anything we are showing live stream, please go to check out your shop link in here as well. Very beautiful dragon. Now I'm showing a lot, a few mythical animals of figures. Blue, white porcelain, the final one today. This one. Wow, this one is, look at this. This is fabulous. The craftsmanship of this one is much more complex. This one, the title of this one is a little bit long. We call it blue-white porcelain under glazed gold. This craftsmanship nowadays is recognized as one of the most skillful craftsmanship tree brook storage merchant. The yellow, the successful rate of this craftsmanship is extremely low. What's personal like very much. The blue intense blue part is painted with copper pigment. This craftsmanship has a very distinctive of contrast of beauty, gold and the blue. That's why we blue. For the formula of this craftsmanship of this pigment, this glaze is a high secret. I don't know either. This one, what's the feature of this craftsmanship? First of all, this is a porcelain jargon as well. We call it this glaze. It's very oily. You can see it's very smooth. When you touch it, it touches so smooth, like your hands are covered with hand cream. Very oily. This is a jargon, okay? We say oily, it's not negative, it means very high quality for the glaze. When you this one, when you see it, when you have in your hands, you notice there are a lot of bubbles, like mild bubbles, pores on the surface of this glaze. This is the its feature. Besides, really touches very oily. It's painted horse, ocean waves, flowers. Signifies the fortune come later. For sure, this auspicious meanings based on Chinese language. Now I changed it into English, so one day if you study Chinese, you may understand the meaning of this pattern. Horse, flower, ocean waves. This guy shapes is very beautiful as well. Convenient to hold with 3 fingers. Very beautiful. Look at outside, fully painted. You can imagine how skillful it is. That's another great artwork from Jin Liu. Fully painted. You know, for the layout of this painting, how skillful it is. Inside, this is inside. Look at the details even. Really, this one, highly recommend to you. Very comfortable to hold with your hands. Honestly, I've been using over, I cannot say 1,000, but 700-800 guy ones in my life. Once I say this guy one is very easy to hold, and I really mean it, not because I'm selling it, I really mean it. Even for your beginners, I can sure you can use it. This one. If it's not for the beginner, I would not recommend to you. This one very convenient. If you are beginners, you are searching something, a guy one for you. This one I recommend to you. And this is guy one. There's a teacup to match as well. The shape of this teacup elegant with a little bit heat. The shape is very beautiful. Fully painted outside. It's fully painted. Flowers, ocean waves, signifies fortune will come late. For traditional Chinese pattern, we always say if there is a pattern, the pattern must mean something, must have auspicious meaning, hope, wish. This one. If I'm interested in this beautiful garment set, blue white, very precious, high-end Chinese blue white person on the glaze code, please go to check out your shop link in our video. And then, okay. any questions? So many questions? If I interest anything where we are presenting on live stream today, please go to check out your shop. My name is Yita. I'm very happy to meet you guys here. I just wait. Don't worry, this live streams will work it. Okay. If you don't, I really enjoy listening to. Thank you, thank you, thank you. I'm very happy to meet you here as well. Okay, if you want to reach us out, you can message us or send or email us. If we, due to YouTube checking out and send a direct message, or you can. Otherwise, you can go. If you by chance, if you have Instagram, you join. You can join us. Join our TD community in Instagram. Okay, Jiangnan Art. Already our account in the comments. Okay, would be very happy to see you next time. If we it's better to join our Instagram community because we share more content and regarding Chinese tea, Chinese tea ways and Chinese Kung Fu cha. Okay. So funny questions. If you don't have any questions, time to say bye. Thank you so much for your watching, and we'll be very happy to meet you for next time, next live stream. See you. Ciao, ciao. See you, ciao, ciao. Have a nice day or good night. See you. See you. Thank you. Ciao.